Hello, everybody. They call me Muse, and I welcome you back to Teardown. It has been quite some time since I completed the campaign and the Art Vandals mini expansion, and now 1.5's here with some DLC, including Time Campers. So, shall we jump in, see what Time Campers is all about? Sounds like a good idea to me. And here we are. We are back at home. We've just completed a mission. We've turned down some stuff. And now we're just back for some nice, ordinary hanging around the house. Let's open the gate, shall we? I'm glad it's reminding me what the controls are because it's been a while, as I say. Now, what's all these boxes doing in front of our door? Smash that aside. Oh, we're trapped inside it. Okay. And then we can throw with left click, can't we? Good. Whee! Now, what's going on inside the house? We've got our tools. Lovely. So we've got the extinguisher, we've got the spray, we've got the hammer. And now we need to replace a fuse to turn on the power. I wonder if this is going to give us some sort of electric shock that sends us back in time. Oh! No, wait a minute. That was unexpected. Go inside and check messages. Now, does it mean go inside the camper van and check messages? I think it probably does. New message from Niels. To my future, your present. So, let's see, this is some guy from the past then. Everything went as planned. We need to go back in time and help him. We need to demolish a building to keep the timeline stable, and he can't do it himself. So, set everything up for a return trip. Just get in the car, hit the button on the laptop, and we'll get more instructions. Okay, so yeah, we got time travel happening here. And off we go. This is very impressive looking. And, oops. Bit of a crash there. Kind of broke that bridge, that's unfortunate. And yeah, this is going to be a dodgy landing somewhere down the line. But doesn't this look nice? Right. Yeah, I was going to say, somehow I don't think we're getting back in that anytime soon. But we've got the old laptop here. Welcome to before. We made it, we did. Mostly in one piece. So we're here because of a small problem on this time curve. Some unfortunate circumstances, but nothing more than that. That's okay. So we need some basic supplies for our camp. Food and water in a generator, but yeah, we've got a small stash of tools and then mines nearby, so let's go and get those. That seems like something we could do. So this would be the mine. We'll just bosh our way through these planks. And then we'll get in and see what sort of tools are available to us. So, we've got a blow lamp. We've got planks. Good, we like planks. And we've got a shotgun. Very well. The main thing is we've got planks. Now, introductions are in order. Yeah, you've not even told us who you are, Neil, so let's see. He's a camping enthusiast who's been to every place but not every time. Okay. Now we've got to go to Combust Town and stock up. Let's see, we've got 4 things to collect in the town. It's considered to be one of the wealthiest in the area. Steal the supplies, then get to the escape vehicle. Right, so the escape vehicle is our car by the look of it. Very well. Okay, so there's little torches that we can light up. Any treasure? Nope, doesn't seem to be hiding anything. Very well. Nothing in the roof? No. Just a bit of wanton destruction to start the day. I suppose we should look around and see what sort of treasures we're looking for. So, how do we access our map? It's tab. Now, we can zoom out a bit. So, we've got 4 primary targets and we need to access them all. So, do we do it in a sort of semi-logical fashion? Do we start with one of these, ride a vehicle over to this one perhaps, and then come back for the middle one? Or do we ride another vehicle then over to there? Because there are what appears to be a couple of horses and carriages around. I didn't notice any signs of alarms though. And yeah, there might not even be alarms on this map just because it's an introductory piece. So, what have we here? Just vegetables and whatnot. So we're looking upstairs in this building, I guess? Okay, we're not even looking at that building, it's the next one across. I've just damaged the general store for no clear reason. But maybe there's loot upstairs in it. It's entirely possible there's no hidden loot in this expansion. I'm just wrecking stuff for no clear reason. Although, is that... Cash register is empty. Lame. And a cowboy hat, but we can't pick it up. Very well. Now, here's an object. Which appears to be hidden behind a grill of some sort. And in a cupboard. Your padlocks mean nothing to me. Right, so are we in a bank? We might be in a bank. We might need the shotgun. And again. Very well. And again. Yeah, these padlocks are no match for the old shotgun. Now, there doesn't appear to be any other loot in here, so I guess we're just going for what's in this safe. There we go. And now, that's a bank robbed. Right, so that building at the back is a gunpowder factory. I'm going to assume there's nothing else around aside from our target items, because I've been through like 3 or 4 buildings at this point. And I've not found anything else that can be stolen. Awesome carriage, though. Whee! Now, can you bust through gates? You can. What a good horse. So, what are we looking for in the old gunpowder factory? A lot of TNT about. That bodes well. Are we looking upstairs for our loot? Or is it on the roof, perhaps? Let's just double check. Yeah, it's not in these rooms, so I think it's probably up on the roof somewhere. Because there was... on the map. Yeah. There's a bunch of planks and whatnot up there. So, what's the easiest way of getting up there? Probably using the old planks. So let's see, they stretch out pretty far by default. So that's good. And then if we bust out through the side wall, there's a little ledge that we can climb on. And that brings us up to the roof. Good. That's target number 2 out of the way. Now, how to get down safely. Like that. That was safe. Right, come on, Hoss. We've got target number 3 to gather. Don't worry about that carriage rolling around in the background. I'm sure it's fine. And we're going to the mines office. Good horse. What are we even looking for? 4 meters above player hanging from the ceiling. So I guess we're looking for that lantern. Excellent. F to light up. Good. And now we can take t'other horse. Make our way up to the middle. Where final target is up there, I think. Yeah. So, given us we're pretty much done, let's just shoot it down and grab it. Mission complete. Back to the escape vehicle, and we'll be on our way. I have no doubt we'll be coming back here later on for more exciting missions than this. Yeah, still got the old funky music when we flee. We like that. And so we're back at base with our supplies. And a new tool. Ropes. Very well. Is there any reason not to keep the lantern on? I feel like the answer is no. So, explosive matter. Yay! We like explosives. So it's not as common as it is in the future. Very well. People started buying gunpowder-driven alarms that go off and warn the hot air balloon guards. There's a fearmonger, Charles Kearthy, warning everyone about potential thieves. Right, so he sells alarms and insurance. So there are alarms in place, and we're going back to the town again, perhaps. Now we're looking for 5 different things. Okay. So it's raining now, and we've come in through a different entrance. Yes. And we've got some optional goods and some less optional. And 2 of them are what? In the mines? Okay, so would we start with the mines? Should we have a look inside? Okay, we can't, because that's just the exit to the map. Very well. Let's go and look at some mines another way, shall we? What's the harm in dropping in, eh? No. Yeah, I'm not seeing any mechanisms down here to allow us to clamber back up. So I guess we're stuck in these mines for the moment. Aha. Is that one of the alarms then? It is. So there's one of our targets. The dynamite wrap, so that's a primary target. Then what happens if we continue in this direction? We can then go up. And can that be ridden? Doesn't look like it. That's a shame. Where's our secondary target? 2 meters above player in this direction. So we could come up here. We could grab secondary target. And then we could come down here. Right, so that seems like a promising start to the level. And then that allows us to pop out over here. Now, what does that do for us? It allows us to get to our next target fairly comfortably, I think, which is over here. So let's have a look around. The target in this is 6 meters above the player. Very well. Still not seeing any lootables. Maybe I'll have to come back later and just destroy everything. Or maybe there's no lootables and therefore there's no tool upgrading. And our tools were already as good as they're going to get. Right, it is still 2 meters above player, so it's on the roof, I guess. Oh yeah, it's in the ceiling there, I think. Let's drop a quick save, because what will happen if we do that? Right, so we can bring it down to this floor without too much issue. But we'd want to just sort of grab it on the way past, really. What if we make a small hole here? Then we could come into this building from over there. And we could grab it on our way past. We could reach up, grab it, and then be on our way. Now, where is our way? It's quite a way away. So maybe we grab it and then we smash our way out of this wall where we'll have a horse parked up for us. That seems like a plan. So where are the horses on this map? Do we even need the rest of the carriage that's attached, or do we just need the horse? That's a question. Now, where is our blowtorch? Blow lamp, there we go. Now is our horse a bit more manoeuvrable? Yes it is. So, we could leave the horse here. And then we could press on in this direction. So where would this direction take us? This building at the bottom, we got 5 meters above player, 9 meters above player. Okay. So generally, we're going to go along here. Is the spray can doing much? It's kind of hard to tell with... Yeah, we could have done with a different coloured spray can for this mission, I feel. But maybe it's alright. I guess we can kind of colour it in by just smashing a hole through the foliage. So, they are upstairs. Do we even go in at the ground floor? Or do we just plank our way up to things? So one of our targets is this barrel. Our second target is upstairs and in this room. Okay. It's a powder sieve. So if we were to grab that powder sieve and then go this way. Would that work for us? Oops. We drop down. And then what? Maybe we don't drop down. Maybe we just plank our way across the rocks. How many planks do we have? We've got 16. That's a decent number of planks. So let's do the bits, first of all, that definitely need planks. Now, can we climb up this bit? We can. Good. Can we just stretch across there? We can. Okay. So we can put a plank there, perhaps, and then... Right, so that would allow us to kind of run across here. I was kind of hoping to go straight over the top. But maybe we'll take what we can get. Let's see. Is there any way of climbing up this bit in general? Yeah, we can. So maybe I should have planked from here. And then another plank from there to there, perhaps. So we grab that, and then we jump out the window, and we go up, and up, and then we just drop all the way down. And somewhere over here was our escape vehicle. Where was it? There it is. Right, so we've got the skeleton of a plan. We're just going to need to refine it as we go and we find the inconsistencies in the plan. So, first step is to get back to our first couple of targets, because I think planks are going to help down here. Moving through water is slow, and therefore if we can minimise that with planks, that would be nice. So also if we can move this as far over as we can before we even start. And then let's move this box over as well. Is that a good idea? Or is that box just going to be a problem? No. What if we stand on that plank? Is that going to do anything for us? So we go grab, and then we run. And we bounce, and we bounce. And then we head up, and we grab. Let's see, where was our next one? Was it up here? I forget. Yeah, it was up here. Right, spray can. Now, do we just jump and run across here? Is there any quicker way of doing it? I don't know. So we run out here. We run across this little gap. Maybe we put a horse here? Not sure. Either way, we reach up, we grab target 3. We hop into our horse here for sure. And ride down this bit. Through the gates. Into the building where we jump off and go up the stairs. We grab target number 4 and then back up and come up here. We grab the final target. We bounce across here. We get snagged on that because that's not perfect. And then, yeah, we come down at an angle over here. And we find our way to our vehicle. So that's the general plan that we've got in mind. Let's head back to the start point and see how it works on this first attempt. The first attempt never works, by the way. You'll know this if you've watched any of the previous teardown that I've done. The first attempt never works, and then it's a case of refining the plan time and again till it does. Now, where did we leave that big hole that we fell in before? So we drop the quick save. And then we go. We've got 60 seconds. So we cut across this bit. It's going alright so far. We grab that box. We follow the yellow line. The shiny yellow line of victory. Maybe we could bring a horse in and cut some time off there. There's no reason why a horse can't be in the mines, is there? Number 3, good. And we ride. Go on, Dobbin. It's going well. It's going better than the first attempt usually goes. Now, it's going to be tight though. Especially if we botch the jumps there at the end. And let's see. Okay, we're just a little short. That's cool. We can fix that. If the end had been smoother, that would have fixed it, for sure. But another fix we can do, I believe, is bringing a horse into the mines. That should give us ample time. So let's go and find ourselves a horse, shall we? What's this? Anything thrilling in this room? Doesn't look like it. But there's TNT barrels and whatnot. So there's definitely explosions to be had. But now is not the time for explosions. Now is the time for top stealth. And high-speed heists. Yep, this is a brave horse. It cares not for the mines. It will happily stroll around down here. Although, geez, it's a bit close. But that's okay, maybe. Yeah, we'll see how that works out for us. It's the speed we need, but is it going to cause more trouble than it's worth with the camera? Let's see. And we're off. A little slow at the start there. Oh god, we've left it here. And we're actually up here that we need it. Okay, I put the horse in the wrong place. Okay, that's all gone wrong. I moved the horse too far down. We need it next to the second item. And facing towards the exit of the mines. There we go. Good horse. Right, so now we try. Oh, that's a decent start, although we got snagged in the water there. But that's fine. I'm still worried about the end, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so horse comes up, comes left, good. Heads over here. Horse can jump as well, which is nice. Now, number 3. We are comfortably ahead of where we were. Oh man, I've missed this music. That was a bit slow. We could definitely tighten that bit up. Now, that time that's worked better. There's the escape vehicle. Up, up. 3, 2, 1. We made it. See you later, suckers. And that's a perfect run. The old route being tracked out for us. Slight pause there, but that's no worries. Onto the horse and off we went. Lovely job. And now we bring the saltpeter to the explosive workbench, do we? Where's the explosives workbench? Should probably check that out before we look up. Now, is it in the mines? I think so. Yep. You just sit there, my friend. And we have got explosives. What have we got? Gunpowder barrels, dynamite bundles, and dynamite. Oh, yes. We like that. We like all of these things. And we're going to test them all out next time. Until then, thanks for watching, friends.